This is high school basketball on iTalk 106.7. Presented by Sholo Ford. Produced by White Mountain Youth Productions in cooperation with iTalk 106.7 Radio. High school basketball is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Black Diamond Auto Glass, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, and Octopus Car Wash. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball.
Well, good evening and welcome to Blue Ridge High School. Camden Smith, Mike Side, with a couple of fine-looking gentlemen to my right here, joined by, I don't know, are we allowed to say your name or not?
Probably not. See,
Oh, wait,
he's not on.
He's not on. Talk again.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't. I'm in the witness protection program. Are you on?
Yeah, we're good now.
Maybe. There you go.
Well, let's get set now. This is the Florence Empire game.
Elias and his grandma is Jeanette E. Clay.
And we're looking for a lost grandma here. See if we can sort that out. Our Ace Hardware keys to the game brought to you by the Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, now with a 24/7 locksmith. Next time you're locked out of your car, just need a key made. Contact their mobile unit. Their mobile unit will come to you. It's the Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Sholo, and Heber Overgard. Northland Pioneer College tip-off is won by Empire. Northland Pioneer College, the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. Next time you're thinking about going to college, you might want to check out a college that will offer you a big school education at a fraction of the cost. That's Northland Pioneer College. Well, the Gophers and the Ravens. And a quick foul on the rebound here, as Empire trying to go for a rebound, and we're going to get a foul called on Devin Trejo. Trejo with his first. No, excuse me, it's going to be on Jared Wood. Man, I got caramel all over everything. What'd you do that for, David?
Hungry.
Yeah. And the first, oh, they hit both of those? He hit both of those free throws?
I think he only hit the second.
Second and two, okay. This one's going to be knocked out of bounds. Florence with the basketball, and you guys pipe in whenever you want to.
Okay, was that a cue?
I don't know, after 6 games, I'm getting a little shot here. Florence with the basketball here. 1-0 ball game. Empire struck first blood. 3-point look for the big man.
Just for a side note, he's the quarterback for their football team, number 42.
Is that right? Jared Wood knocks down the super shot in the corner. And a 3 to answer. That's Gabe Elias on the super shot. Wood takes it to the line inside the lane, running right-hander, no good. Rebound is pulled down by Plow. Well, Paul, you did, what game did you just come off of reffing?
It was Mogollon and Fork.
How'd that one turn out?
Fork ended up beating Mogollon by double figures, 15 points-ish.
So, Paul, are you in charge of scheduling officials for this tournament as well?
I do this tournament, and Round Valley schedule officials for those 2 tournaments.
So if the officiating is poor, it's your fault?
It's generally my fault.
Regardless?
Especially when I'm out there.
Bucks three-pointer is in and out, no good. Jared Wood knocks down his second of the game at 6-4 in favor of Florence. Plauk. Oh, little bump and a foul there. Gabriel Martin going to be whistled for his first personal.
I think it was Chapel 5, wasn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it was on 5.
Aaron Chappell.
Yeah, he didn't start playing basketball until his 8th grade year.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty good looking ball player for a short run. Jack Plauk hits the first of 2 free throws, make it 2 of 2. So, Paul, you guys have been doing this tournament for a long time. Have you been here all 17 years?
I don't know. I think so. I've been here a long time.
You don't want to reveal your age.
Yeah.
Hayden Ramirez gets the shot. Plauk has his pass knocked away by Wood. Wood running the break, has a 3-on-3, takes it to the elbow on the right side. The 15-footer no good. Bats his rebound out to Aaron Chappell. Probably should have just pulled that one down, as it hit down around the shins of Chappell and goes out of bounds. Plauk will bring it up for the Ravens. Hand it off to Martin. Back to Plauk. Plauk for 3. Off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound to Wood. And a battle for it as it got loose on the ground. And some pushing and shoving down low as Empire and Florence getting a little testy out there. We'll get a timeout on the floor. Florence coaching staff wanting to cool down Wood here, I think. Let's step away. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
When it's flagrant, do we really pay
Welcome
attention?
back to Blue Ridge High School. We're talking about the play previous to that. Florence had called a timeout before Wood got kicked in the head. Wood taking exception to that for some reason. I'm not sure why. Pass in low and the turnaround jumper. Won't go. Foul before the shot called here on Empire's number 21, Adam Gomez. It's his first. Wood over to Aaron Chappell, and Chappell called for a travel. Well, you get the sense that these two heavyweights are just kind of filling each other out. Neither of them really in a rhythm yet. 3-point bucket good for Gabe Elias, his second of the game. Wood in trouble in the backcourt, gets it over to Chappell. Chappell across the time stripe inside the lane. Contact and a foul called on. They're probably going to get Gomez here for his second.
No, it's just tipped out of bounds, no foul.
A lot of contact, no call.
Better hurry.
And Plauk gets the easy steal, takes it coast to coast, lays it up with the left hand and scores it. Jack Plauk now with 4 in the contest. And the Ravens take the lead, 11-8. Travis Armstrong tries a pass inside that's knocked out by Gomez. Inbounds play comes to Chappell. Now over to Wood. Wood up and down with the right hand. Double teamed up top Cross-court pass to Chappell. Chappell down in the corner, now brings it back up to the wing left side. Wood for three, and he strikes it. Jared Wood, his third three-pointer of the afternoon. And we are tied at 11. Dribble drive, give it to Gomez. Gomez, contact, can't get the shot to fall, but this is going to be on Aaron Chappell, and I believe that's his second. Yep, 2 on Chappell. And at the line, shooting for Empire is Adam Gomez. First free throw is good. Checking into the Gopher lineup is Josh Mayon. Second free throw good for Gomez. Chappell comes out. Steal by Gomez. Off the window and in by Gabriel Martin. Gets the easy layup. And Empire out to a 4-point lead, 15-11. This pressure causing some trouble for Florence. Shot up and good for Martin. Out to a 6-point Empire lead. They get the pass, Gophers get the pass ahead to Ramirez, and Ramirez is fouled. Driving down the lane.
Yeah, he had an arm bar in there, slowing the dribble down. It's one of our point of emphasis this year is getting the hand checks and the arm bars and giving freedom of movement to our dribblers.
Oh, that's interesting. So they are watching. When you say point of emphasis, it means it was always a rule, but they're just watching it a little more closely this year?
Correct. It's always been there in the rule book, and they've always said to do it, but this year they put a really big emphasis on it. We had our state commissioner, the new state commissioner, up here over the weekend, and he's really talked to us about it and said that we really need to start looking for it and catching it. Let these kids play the game.
And so how much contact is allowed? How much do you watch for?
The way the rule's written, if you just put your hand out once, you're generally okay. If you hit it a couple of times, then we got to call it. If it's on there prolonged, or if you start controlling the player, then we need to start calling it. We're looking for it on the dribbler and the cutters.
Oh, even on the away from the ball.
Yeah, especially away from the ball, because you could really disrupt the offense if you don't.
3 ball for Ramirez, or excuse me, for Elias. Off the elbow, running right-hander is no good for Malik Payton. Up top, Gomez takes it inside the lane, slips between the defenders and scores it. Did he get an extra step in there?
I think he might have got away with one a little bit. We also had a bit of a hand check that was missed as well. It could have caused that too.
Wood out on the perimeter. Approaching the final minute of this quarter. And a 3-ball attempt, no good for Florence's Mayon, Josh Mayon. Plauk over to Vera. Back to Plauk. Plauk between the legs. And there's the hand check. That's what you're talking about.
Right, got 2 hands on him. 2 hands on a person's automatic.
Hey, who's got new?
2 hands, automatic?
2 hands, you put 2 hands on him, it should be automatic. We still miss it from time to time, but.
Now what about down in the low post when they're posting up? There's a steal, Armstrong. Gonna take it coast to coast, but he misses the shot. Ravens looking to get along here. They pass it out of bounds.
In the low post, we can use an arm bar prior to them getting the ball, but as soon as they get the ball, they've now become the ball handler and hands off.
And how about when they're hip checking them and bumping them with their lower half?
That's one we're watching. A lot of times they use a knee to displace them, and how we start seeing displacement in the post, outside the post, in screens. We're looking for displacement for fouls.
Interesting. See, a wealth of knowledge, Paul. Already I feel more educated. Should have had you on years ago.
I tell you, I've called more fouls this year than I think I've ever called.
Really? because of that specific rule, or?
Yeah, it's just the emphasis that we're looking for on the hand check, letting the kids play. And if you look at the college basketball game, it used to be really rough. And if you watch it now, they very rarely put a hand on them. And the high school game's trying to become like that.
Interesting. Wood for three off the heel, no good. Battle for the rebound is won by the Gophers. Shot off the mark for Mayon. And we're checking some. It looks like we've got some problems with our scoreboard. Our scoreboard graphic has stopped. It's 24-11. Not sure what's going on with that. Into the quarter, it's 24-11 in favor of the Empire Ravens. Step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Everything's running on the scoreboard. Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School.
Take over. Take over.
I don't know much about the game.
That's why you're a ref.
Well, we're having trouble with our score. We'll pull that off here in just a second, see if we can't get it operational again. (24-11). We'll just have to give you a verbal score here. We'll get a foul called on the Empire Ravens. Gabe Elias, that's his first.
He went to set the screen, and as the cutter went by, he stuck his knee out, which, again, we're looking for freedom of movement with the players, and we're looking for those this year.
So how do you stop a player that's trying to drive to the basket?
Legally, you got to get legal guarding position and get in his way. Once you maintain legal guarding position, you can take the charge, and you can stop his cut. But it's getting the positioning first.
Makes it a lot tougher on the defensive player.
It does, but also we're looking at the screens by the offensive player, so we're allowing the defensive player to get around the screens better now too. So it's a balancing act to try to keep things even.
24-11, Empire with the lead. So we start the second quarter. There's a steal by Chappell. Chappell feeds left side to White. White shot it a little too high. Oh, nice dig. How about that? Gabriel Martin going coast to coast. Some impressive players at this tournament. Paul, I know you've seen most of the games. What are some of the teams that have impressed you so far?
You know, Blue Ridge is just good. They're really efficient with the ball. You don't go up and down the court a whole lot with them, but they score almost every single time they come up there. The Burgess kid is fundamentally solid and has a high basketball IQ. He just makes great plays. The Alchese team, those guys have been playing together for a long time, and they're just fun. You know, they play the game well. They play it together. They shoot the ball well. They're a lot of fun. I haven't seen Florence or Empire this year in this tournament yet. This is the first I've seen of them. But they got a lot of A lot of talent, a lot of smooth athletes out there.
So Gabriel Martin is whistled for the personal here on the offensive foul.
New guy again.
26-14. Ravens with the lead here. 5:46 left to play here in the second. Still trying to get our scoreboard back up for you. Three-point shot, good for Chapel. While we were talking, Wood knocked down a three as well. And so they have cut the lead down to 9 here, 26-17. Plauk stops, fires. Front of the iron, no good. Rebound tipped out of White's hands and knocked out by Vera. Now they say last touch by an Empire Raven. Wood up and down with the right hand, had his pass poked away by Plauk. Ravens looking to get back into the scoring column after a short drought here. C.J. Robinson puts it up and in. Steal by the Ravens, and a nice dish.
Yeah, it looked like he telegraphed that pass a little bit right there.
Adrian Vera with the spin move to get the pass to Vera, who's able to put the points up. And a foul called on.
He was on 21. He anticipated the pass, but it didn't go where he thought it would.
Oh, okay, Empire's 21. All right, Adam Gomez picking up his second. Aaron Chapel checks the ball into Armstrong. Armstrong working the left side. Over to Ramirez. Ramirez back to Chapel. Armstrong out on the wing right side, and he drives. Puts up an awkward 13-footer that's no good. Rebound is pulled down by Robinson. And three-point bucket, good for Adrian Vera. Knocks down the three-pointer. 33-17, Ravens with the lead. Chapel, crossover dribble. Passes to the left side, and the three-point shot for White is off the mark. And a foul on the rebound. Excuse me. No, they do have a foul. Here it comes. Foul's going to be against Empire. Gabe Elias picking up his second. Armstrong checking out of the Gopher lineup. A little difficulty getting that one in, and then one too many passes here. Ravens pick it off, and Chapel gonna tag Robinson this time. And for Chapel, that's his third.
Yeah, they might be a little bit frustrated right now with the full court press.
Yeah, when I was playing at
grief.
NPC, we had Coach Budenholzer, Vince Budenholzer, the father of Mike Budenholzer, who's the head coach for the Atlanta Hawks, always said, just relax, let the pressure take its toll, because eventually it will become effective. And obviously it's been effective in this game.
Well, Florence definitely struggling with it a bit. Drive to the rack, it's Chapel, and Chapel gets inside the lane and draws the contact. Florence's coach Kent doesn't like the call. Fouls on number 22, C.J. Robinson, his first. Free throw for Chapel is good. And he hits them both. So 2 quick free throws. The Ravens, I thought this would be a much closer game. Plout fires up a shot that's short. Chappell out of the backcourt. Gives to White, out of Wood. Wood splits 2 defenders and is called for a travel.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Oh, that was an easy travel. He'd already made a move, and then once you lift your pivot foot, you can only shoot or pass the ball. You can't dribble it. And so when he went to dribble it, his pivot foot was in the air, and he had it's an automatic travel on that one.
Wood's explaining it here to the official.
He said the same thing. Once he picked his pivot foot up, and he dribbled. It's an automatic. Same reason why when they jump, to go for a shot, and then they go to put the ball down, they can't dribble. They've already lifted their pivot foot.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Pivot foot has to stay on the ground prior to your dribble.
33-19, Ravens with a big lead here. We're still trying to get our scoreboard back up for you. We're not used to not having a scoreboard. I'm not used to having to say the score anymore. After the timeout, Ravens will have the basketball. Plouk would bring it up the floor. 3 minutes left to play here in the half. Plouk drives, puts it up, and missed it on the rebound. The basket and one as C.J. Robinson gets up in the air. Take a look at it here. Plouk looked like he was fouled. No call. Robinson gets the foul and the bucket, so they're better off anyway. Plouk with a chance at a three-point play, and the foul is called on Aaron Chappell, and that's 4 on Chappell. Free throw's no good. Robinson misses on the and one. 35-19, Ravens lead. Under 2 to play now in the second quarter. Pass ahead to Robinson. Robinson leans it in. Thought he was going to dunk, and we're going to get our Peter Orthodontic straight line play of the game.
Yeah, I was sort of rooting for that.
Pass down low, off the window, a little too strong for Mayon. The follow's good, though. Was that Ramirez, number 22?
No, it was, yes.
Clock across the time stripe. 37-21, Empire leads with just over 2 to play now. C.J. Robinson, 2 to play in the second quarter. Nice turnaround jumper by Robinson. So, Paul, you played for Northland Pioneer College back in the day, huh?
Yeah, way back in the 1900s.
Yep. MPC used to have a pretty good program. They got rid of their program several years ago, but pretty fun to have that in town.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I played 93, 94, and the 94, 95 years. The 93 team, we were the only team to play at the national championship in Hutchinson, Kansas.
Oh, nice.
So it was a good experience to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
Obviously, athletics, a tough thing for a junior college because just of the sheer cost of it. And basketball, not the highest grossing sport out there.
No. And for MPC, everywhere we went was a minimum of 3 hours travel.
Yeah. Well, and then I imagine you probably got up to Snow College and some of those other places, or
We went to College Eastern Utah to a tournament up there, San Diego for tournaments.
Travis Armstrong with 2 free throws. 39-23 Ravens lead. Minute 18 left to play in this second quarter. Clock feeds Vera. Vera drives, puts it up with the right hand and misses. And we got the scoreboard back up. Thank you very much, Isaiah Miller, our executive director, getting that done for us. Wood drives, Haynes hits, basket and one. Here's the replay on that as we get a foul on, they're going to call number 22, C.J. Robinson. That's his second. Wood set at the free throw line. And he hits the three-point play. Official had come over to the scorer's table to.
They were changing the foul on 23 instead of number 22.
Oh, good thing you caught that. It's Dennis McMurray with his first.
53 more seconds.
Well, Paul, if you're Florence, what do you need to do to get back in this game?
You need to control the ball. Instead of turning it over in the press a lot, or anytime there's pressure on it, like we just have a carry right there, you just got to quit turning the ball over and start making your shots.
And Florence just seems like they're a little off their game today for some reason.
They feel like they're a half step slow right now. Whether it's just because it's probably the sixth game in 3 days, everyone's legs a little bit tired, and the trap probably caught them a little off guard. So if they regroup from the trap, they'll be okay.
Vera with the shot for the Ravens. Pass goes ahead to White. White has it stolen away. Another turnover. Wow, bounces off of Wood. No call. Armstrong crossover dribble to get into the lane. An off-balance shot at the buzzer. And we go to halftime with the Empire Ravens soundly in front of the Florence Gophers, 41-26. Our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show is coming up next. Don't forget, great skiing happening out at Sunrise. You wouldn't think it by the weather, but they have been making snow nightly. And coming up on New Year's Eve, Sunrise is having night skiing. If you want to check it out, go to sunriseskipark.com. That's sunriseskipark.com. Our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show coming up. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Want to save money on your next vehicle? Then go to the place with the lowest price guaranteed. Show Low Ford guarantees the lowest price on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. Plus, every new Ford gas engine vehicle comes with a lifetime engine warranty. Thought you could get a better deal in Phoenix? Think again. The absolute best deal in the state of Arizona is at Show Low Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in northern Arizona, and soon to be #1 in the state of Arizona. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. Not sure if I'm a fan of this shot of my bald head.
Hey, I got a little bit of hair back there. I'm doing all right.
Yeah, you look good, Paul.
Yeah. I got more of the recession on the front.
Yeah, I don't have that problem, do I? Yeah, you're making me feel gray here, Paul.
Well, you know, you don't have hair, but I have gray hair. So
well,
and
hey,
it's your call.
I would rather have gray hair, I think. Although, I don't know. In the end, it doesn't matter, does it?
No. As long as the wife likes you.
That's true. At halftime, it's 41-26 here at intermission as we take a look inside the numbers to tell the true story here at the break. It's our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. Excellent opportunity to get up and do some skiing up at Sunrise. You have got to see what they have done up there. If they've got their snowmaking machines going, been making snow nightly, and they are prepared to open up for night skiing on New Year's Eve. They will, of course, are open throughout the day at this point. You can take advantage of some great skiing with not a lot of crowds up there because of the weather conditions. Chance, really rare opportunity to get on the slopes without having a whole lot of people out there. Check it out at sunriseskipark.com. That's sunriseskipark.com. Setting up Jared Wood's numbers here. He had 9 in the first quarter. Let's see, 12, 13, 14, 15 total here at the break to lead all scorers. For Florence and Travis Armstrong with 2, 5 for Chappell, 4 for Ramirez. Rounds out the Florence Gopher scoring. The Ravens, on the other hand, 4 for Plauk, 7 for Vera, 6 for Martin, 9 for Elias, and 4 for Gomez. CJ Robinson has 8. They've been spreading the ball around quite a bit on their team. No one in double figures. Let's look inside the percentages of the first half, David.
Yeah, for Florence, they're only 8 for 21 for 38%. They're not shooting the ball well at all. But they are 5 for 9 from threes. Most of that is Wood taking the threes. But I think they're stressing too much. The press is getting to them. When they get down there, they're trying to rush a shot. They need to relax, just beat the press. And usually when you beat a press, you get a layup. But for some reason, they're not even getting that when they do beat it. And for Empire, they're shooting really well. They're 16 for 24, and a lot of it has to do with the press because when they get those turnovers, they're getting easy layups on the other side. Well, but from 3, they're only 4 from 11, 36%.
Rory Summer hasn't been in. That's another surprise. Not sure what his status is, if he's just worn out for the.
Yeah, I remember him because he did pretty good last game, didn't he?
Yeah, he was their main big down low, and so they've seemed out of sync, and I don't know if it's because or what the case may be, but certainly don't look like the Florence team that we've seen throughout the tournament and during the regular season even. Summer has always been a pretty big presence inside the paint. We'll see if we can find out.
I'm going to go find out for you.
Yeah, find out for us and figure that out. So, well, that is going to wrap things up for us for our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. We'll be back with the second half tip-off brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. When we return, this is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
We welcome you back to Blue Ridge High School. 41-26 is our score heading into the third quarter. And trying to get David Silvas to disclose why Rary Summer has not been in the first half. Obviously, something that he doesn't want to share for some reason. But I think I don't, you know, I can't say that one kid is that important to your team, but a kid like Summer can certainly throw things out. People playing in positions maybe that they don't normally play in.
Well, definitely can throw your rhythm off if you're used to having him in there, you know.
But this certainly has not looked like the Florence team that we know. White tries a pass to Wood after he almost had it stolen, and it's picked off. Sailing in is Gabe Elias to pick up the points, and now the Ravens with their first player in double figures. Elias has 11. And an errant pass again and another turnover. And tough call there. Adam Gomez going strong to the hole and knocking over Armstrong on a hard foul. Armstrong trying to take the charge there, but it was just a little bit off on the angle.
They probably just missed it by about a half a step. If he'd have been able to get there a little bit quicker, he'd have got there. But Empire's just playing the passing lanes really well, and they're shooting the passes, and Florence is using, you know, their passes aren't crisp. They're just they're soft passes that take a lot of time to get there, and that gives Empire a chance to get in there.
Out to a 20-point lead here. check here. And now that you've taught us that rule, Paul, everything makes more sense.
Yeah, to me it's frustrating. You know, as officially we're calling a lot more fouls, and I get it as fans, like let them play. But when you see how it's controlling teams and controlling,
White ball.
you understand that it's an important part of the game.
Jack Plock set to check it in. Dribble inside the lane, gives to Gomez. Gomez going up for the dunk, and he misses it. White had a hand in that, got hit in the nose. And I missed who made the shot on this end. I was watching White. There's a little push and a shove as White goes to the deck. You know, we were talking earlier about going to a 3 officiating crew, and you talked about the hand checks and those impeding players off the ball on the cutting players, and that's got to be tough to do with the 2-man crew.
Oh, 2-man crew is hard. Most of the states around us go to the 3-man, and they found you get better calls that way. We miss fouls because we don't have the right angles. With the 3rd man, you'll be able to have the better angles, and it's not as hard to keep up with some of these fast-paced teams as much either. 2-man crew just wears you out.
Clock hits both free throws. Back to a 20-point Raven lead.
I was talking to the new state commissioner, and he's pushing for us to get to 3 crews. It's going to take the athletic directors wanting to, because they'll have to pay a little bit more money each game. But it's when you go to a 3-man crew, you don't get the full game fees. It's a lesser fee, so it's only a little bit more per game.
Oh, that's interesting. So get them.
They would get about, well, it would cost the schools $30 more a game.
And so part of the cost for the additional official is spread across the other officials.
Right, we spread it 3 ways.
Which is interesting that officials would actually promote that. And I've talked to several officials. All of them are in favor of a 3-man crew. None of them have said, no, I want to keep the extra money.
Well, it's about the quality of the product, and we do this for the kids.
And the 3-point shot by Armstrong won't go, but we get a number 12. 21, sorry, it's Adam Gomez gets his 3rd. That puts Armstrong at the line. Free throw's good. Second shot is up, and it's in and out, no good. So Armstrong, because he was fouled out on the perimeter, gets 3 shots here. And he knocks down the 3rd of 3. They cut down to 18 again. Martin pitches it out into the corner over to Vera. Vera tries for 3 and he hits. Adrian Vera knocks down the 3-pointer. Oh, nice play inside. That's Aiden Ramirez who gets that shot to go. Bounce pass into the paint and trouble with it. C.J. Robinson picks it up and scores it. A lot of athletes out there on the floor right now.
There are. Empire looks like a pretty athletic team. They're long, and they're playing that passing lane really, really well. So if you get lazy on a pass, it's going to end up in a fast break opportunity for them.
Well, pretty much both of these teams with some pretty good athletes.
I know in football, Florence is one of the most athletic teams we get to see.
Well, 2 of their athletes are on the bench right now. Some are for undisclosed reasons, and they have Chappell on the bench because he's got 4 fouls. Fouls called on Florence's, did he say 23?
42.
Oh, 42. That's 2 on Jared Wood. And you got to credit Coach Silva for sticking to his guns. If this is a disciplinary move to keep Summer out, I think it's pretty impressive, especially in today's day and age of got to win it all. Wood with the floater, gets it up.
Keep going. Right there. Here comes Josh.
Florence looking a little better in this second half here. Spock misses a 3. He wants a foul.
Yeah, it looked like his own man backed into him.
Yeah.
Now, there might have been a push to get to that point, but.
Yeah, Empire's settling for three-point shots, getting the layups earlier off their pressure. So Florence has controlled the pressure a little bit better this half.
Still a little lazy with their passes, though. You see that one right there. Armstrong takes the baseline, puts up the 10-footer that's no good. And out in the races, or out to the races goes Martin. Martin won't get the shot, but draws some contact down low. I believe this is going to go against White. Here's the replay of it. Couldn't see the foul in that replay, but it's Zion White whistled for the personal. And the free throw for Gabriel Martin is good. In and out on the second. So Wood started off this game hot as a pistol. Had 4 pointers. But since the first part of the second quarter has really cooled off. Largely due to the defensive adjustments of the Ravens.
Yeah, Empire's again is just settling for a three-point shot, not working the ball in or trying to get any better shots. By doing that, they're letting Florence stay in the game.
There's a try for 3 under pressure, and it's no good. Foul on the rebound between Armstrong and Robinson, and they get Robinson. Harris checks into the lineup. Third foul. Pass comes in, and an easy bucket for Mayon, who gets his first bucket of the afternoon. Guess we can say evening now as we approach the 5:30 mark of this tournament. A couple more games after this. So get a player into the scorer's table. Bounce pass down low to Gomez, and White with a block, but he'll be called for a foul here. Let's see, you can see him get him with the body as he goes over the top. Got all ball up top, but got him with the body down low.
Yeah, give it to the refs, because in live, sometimes as a fan.
Everyone, and so we'll get a lot of that where it's really clean up top, but they just destroy them underneath and get a lot of contact there. And everyone's like, the ball's clean. We get that, but there's still contact, and it affected the shot. And sometimes the body keeps them from rising up and getting up there and helps them block the shot as well.
Looks like they gave that to Jared Wood. I don't know what happened there, but I missed that whole thing. They gave Wood hit. That's his third foul. So White dodges a bullet. Not sure if that's, I don't think that's a favor to Florence though. Foul on the other end is going to be Elijah Harris. That's his first. Wood at the free throw line, had 15 at the break. Nope, non-shooting foul. They take it in underneath the basket. And Coach Silvas asking what's going on. Coach Silvas said, no, he was shooting, wasn't he?
Yeah, he caught him up here on top when he started the drive, and then he continued on, and they wanted a continuation of it, but it was a little too far for that.
Zion White with the bucket underneath the basket. 58-36, 1:57 left to play here in the third. Ooh, nice drive and take for Martin. There's the steal. You talked about that, Paul.
They're just anticipating and seeing it, you know. And I think passing has become a lost art in the game of basketball. You see a lot of the lazy skip passes. You don't see bounce passes hardly at all anymore. Right there would have been a good opportunity for a bounce pass.
Yeah, and
well, that was an easy call.
In the junior high level, where I really stress the bounce pass, but for whatever reason, the kids always want to go over the top.
That's all we see. We watch TV, we watch high school games, we see a lot of the lazy skip passes. You know, the skip pass is great, gives you open threes, but a lot of times in pass break situations, their hands are up. If you throw it at their feet, throw a bounce pass, you're going to be able to get it through easier.
If you're moving your feet, it's hard to bend over and steal one at your foot.
Absolutely.
You're already moving up here, so.
Absolutely, especially like in the post as well. It's hard to, you don't into the post, that's a good bounce pass anymore.
Ramirez was whistled for the personal, sending Elijah Harris to the free throw line. This is the first half of the 1+1. Pull-up jumper inside the paint. Don't forget, coming up, we'll be announcing our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. Best selection of hiking, hunting, camping, and fishing gear. You'll find it out at the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, south of Pine Top on Highway 260, right-hand side of the road just before you get to the Honda Resort and Casino. Quick inlet pass here to Mayon, gets the easy bucket. Little defensive breakdown there for the Ravens. Also, we'll announce our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game, brought to you by Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile, Beeler Orthodontics. Three-point look for Plock. Plock has been off tonight from the three-point land. Has not hit a three-pointer. White, right-hand runner, won't go. And battle for the rebound. We get a foul called. Foul's going to go against Gabriel Martin. That's 3 on him. Into the lineup for the Ravens comes McMurray. Dennis McMurray replacing Martin. Gophers with the basketball, and a three-point bucket good for Zion White. Back to a 20-point lead for Empire. Plout takes and is going to have this one knocked out of bounds off the hands of Wood. Well, it's a packed house, but you wouldn't know it, as the fans have sat mostly silently for this one.
I think they're getting ready for the nightcap at 7:30 game. That should be a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, I would imagine it's going to be standing room only. At the buzzer, a basket's good for Ramirez. We go to the fourth and final. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Pretty good.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School, the 17th annual White Mountain Basketball Tournament, White Mountain Holiday Classic. White Mountain Firefighters Association. 61-43, the Ravens with the lead. Florence with the basketball to start the fourth. And a lot of work to do, and that doesn't help as pass goes off of Armstrong's fingertips. Martin picks it up, races it out in front. Vera back to Martin, back to Vera. Bounce it in low, off the window for C.J. Robinson, and out of bounds. I do not recall Florence being this far out of sync.
No, Florence usually come up here, has a really good team, and they have a good team this year as well. Like I said, they're just about a half step off today. And that's a really good Empire team as well. It's made a lot of layups.
Yeah. Robinson turns and scores, but they'll wave it off. Foul was before the shot. So they say the foul was committed by Travis Armstrong. It's his first. Excuse me, his second, I should say. Oh, gets his own rebound. How about that? C.J. Robinson battling inside, and now Gomez gets into the action. Back out to a 20-point lead. Boy, another bad pass here.
Seems like they're starting to get down on each other.
Yeah, it's
starting to throw blame.
Yeah, you can see the frustration starting to take its toll on Florence. If they don't calm down, this game could get even more out of hand.
Well, they've kept it at about a 20-point difference for almost all the second half. Gomez way up above the rim, but couldn't come up with the dunk. We'll talk now about our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Live to smile, love your smile. Beeler Orthodontics. Whenever I look at David and I get a blank stare, I know it's going to be a long conversation about, or maybe a short conversation.
Yeah, I don't have a play of the game yet. There's what's going to happen in the last 6 minutes.
So we'll try to get to that here in a moment. Also coming up, our Deemer's Glass Man of the Game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. And there's one of the kids we'll talk about.
Absolutely.
C.J. Robinson putting it up and in. Robinson now with 12 in the contest. Another steal. Ravens on the run. Plauk tries to put up a tough shot between two defenders. And a technical foul on Plauk here. Running his mouth. Greg Chavez not happy with the comments. It's a quiet gymnasium. You're not going to get away with saying much here.
There was an email sent out to the schools, the coaches, about sportsmanship, and shortly after that went to the athletic directors and the coaches. We got a copy of it and it told just zero tolerance on sportsmanship issues. So the technical fouls will probably be up for a little while until the pendulum swings when we have sportsmanship here.
Well, and that's one of the points of emphasis that Mr. Gressler had to talk about when we interviewed him earlier today.
We had a nice chat this morning about making sure we take care of business and just get the sportsmanship back. This is a high school event, high school kids, and make sure it's taken care of. He said, and he's also talking about our fans. Sometimes we have some fans that like to get out of control, and they need to leave if they're going to continue to act in that manner.
Chappell hits 2 free throws. Armstrong drives, puts it up, and gets the shot. Travis Armstrong for 2. Back down to an 18-point Ravens lead. Really, Florence has pretty much matched the Ravens in the second half, but so much of a deficit built up in the first half has made it pretty tough. Foul's called on Travis Armstrong. That'll be his 3rd. And the basket counts for Vera. And he sets at the free throw line for the and one, and he gets it. .21 Ravens lead. Also going to talk about our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. South of Pine Top, Highway 260, right-hand side of the road just before you get to the Honda Resort and Casino. And a travel called. Turn the ball back over to Florence. The Ravens have really spread the scoring out. Makes it tough to pick a player of the game, but a couple of kids to mention. Gabriel Martin has 11. Hasn't scored yet in the 4th quarter, but had 11 at the end of the 3rd. Adrian Vera has 13. C.J. Robinson has 12. And Adam Gomez has 8. And that's going to be 5 personal fouls on Aaron Chappell as he comes out of the lineup for Florence, and that does not help. Gabe Elias at the free throw line. Hits the heel, no good. And lane violation will wipe off the 2nd free throw. C.J. Robinson going to take a seat here. Well, David, who do you have for the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game?
Player of the game? Well, I was going to go with C.J. Robinson. I believe.
This might be your play of the game. Oh, Gomez.
It could have been the play of the game.
Gomez.
I think he caught that on the wrong stride, or else he would have went up for it.
Yeah.
We missed one earlier. Maybe he's intimidated.
3 off the front. Oh, that's a nice rebound. How about your Deemer's glass man of the game?
We're going to go with Gomez, number 21.
See him here. He has position.
Yeah.
Able to grab that ball. Look at him pass it right there. That's pretty good play.
Yeah.
showing some athleticism right there. Grabs it with one hand, cradles it, passes it as he's going to the deck.
Well, you can make that play of the game if you'd like.
That's, well, either way, your call.
Yeah, that's the play of the game.
All right, there's your team, your Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Live to smile, love your smile, Beeler Orthodontics. Still looking for our Deemer's glass man of the game. Couple of tries underneath that time for Martin. One of those statistics we should keep track of but never do is rebounds.
Yeah.
Off the top of the backboard. Block checking back into the lineup after he got teed up earlier on, replacing Gabriel Martin. Like Empire maybe getting ready to empty the bench. Into Gomez. Gomez fouled by Wood. That's 4 on Jared Wood. This game just hasn't like there's been any rhythm to it at all.
It's been a really weird game in that sense, you know. Empire got a lot of turnovers, made a lot of layups. Now they're attacking the basket here a little bit, but yeah, there was no rhythm to this game. It just, those are the difficult ones to officiate too. They always wear you out a little bit quicker.
Yeah. Lasted a lot longer. This one got started on time. Pretty tall on that dribble. Able to get away, spin move inside the paint. Can't get the shot to go, but a whistle and a foul. Elijah Harris whistled for his second personal. Free throw's good. Second free throw is off the heel, no good. Plauk for 3, off the hill, no good. On the other end, oh, a nice block shot underneath. Bunch of fresh faces in for the Ravens here. So our Deemer's Glass man of the game, David. Brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Best place to call for quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass, call 1-888-GLASSMAN. That's 1-888-GLASSMAN. Mayon hits the free throw.
I'm going to give it to Travis Armstrong for being not the biggest guy out there, but he gets up and he got some key rebounds. We didn't keep the stat, but he probably has close to 6 or 8 rebounds. And he's not the biggest guy out there, so I'll give it to him.
All right, congratulations, Travis. Our Deemer's Glass man of the game. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN next time you need a window replaced or a glass shower door or whatever you need. Call Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN. Final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Lawrence emptying their bench as well, or starting to, I should say. Fresh face in for them is Gabe Ramirez. White wants a three from the corner, and he got it. Zion White knocks down his second three-pointer of the evening.
I like that name.
Zion White, yeah. Good name. A little one off the glass here for a new scorer, Drawbaugh. Colby Drawbaugh gets the bucket. From the corner left side, shot by White is no good. And the Ravens gonna get away with the win here tonight. Final minute of the contest. See if the officials will swallow their whistles here for us and get this one done. There ought to be an official rule for that, Paul.
Swallowing it at the end of the games?
Yeah. If it's more than a 20-point lead and less than a minute left, there should be absolutely no way you blow the whistle.
I think we should always take care of player safety.
Well, there you go. Don't let the players know they're going to do that.
Yeah. Just, well, that's probably how it is right now anyway, but. So Empire's going to win this one 76-53. We say thanks to our sponsors here tonight. We say thanks to Paul Hancock for taking time with us out of his busy schedule. I know he had a big night planned, but decided to stick around.
Thank you. You bet. Thanks, guys.
And hang out with us. We say thank you to Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Sunrise Park Resort, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Beeler Orthodontics, Little Bluebird Studios, Deemer's Glass, the Indian Pine Restaurant out at Honda, Octopus Car Wash, Subway, and of course, the best place in Arizona to purchase your next car, truck, van, or SUV, it's Sholo Ford on the east end of the news. Paul, any parting thoughts or comments from you? You've had a big tournament. You deserve a rest. Any other thoughts?
Yeah, it was a big tournament, a lot of fun. We all did 6 to 7 games, depending upon, but look forward to a great season of basketball here as we get into the conference play and have a good time.
So after the Round Valley tournament and this tournament, you guys ought to be in pretty good shape.
You would think. you would think, but we're not.
All right.
We're still old.
Paul Hancock, David Barber, the rest of the crew. We invite you back for our 6 o'clock game, which will be coming up here shortly. Until then, we say so long, everybody.
This has been an iTalk 1067 Sports Exclusive, presented by Sholo Ford. High school basketball is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Black Diamond Auto Glass, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, and Octopus Car Wash. This is a copyrighted broadcast. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or reuse of this program without the expressed written consent of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves is expressly prohibited. For more information about this game and others around the region, go to italk1067.com.